Hi everyone, we're going to talk and review our newborn screening process. So every baby has to have a newborn screen drawn. At Marin General, our standard is at 24 hours of life. Now that's like not exactly 24 hours to the minute, but we like it to be as close to 24 hours of life as possible for a variety of reasons. But most importantly, because hormones and metabolites that we're testing for are at kind of the ideal range in a baby's blood system if something were to be abnormal. So capturing a blood specimen as near the 24-hour mark as we can really is the ideal sample for your newborn screen. Now the standard that the newborn screening program will accept as an initial sample is really 24 to 48 hours. And that's more to account for workflow and potential hiccups that occur in the newborn period. But really the ideal specimen is really being sent at 24 hours. So the first thing we want to do is we want to find our newborn screening form, and you want to make sure you've attached the patient labels and you have completed the initial information as complete as possible, right? So if you can't find something, please ask someone to help you find the answers. And then our form comes pre-populated with Dr. Hoffman's information, and that means that the newborn screen results would be sent to him when they are resulted. So once you have your screen completely filled out, you're ready to get started with your testing. You're obviously going to make sure your patient has an order to do so, and then we kind of move forward from there. So what I like to do with these cards, since they're kind of long and cumbersome at the bedside, is actually fold the papers back. So I fold the first paper back to where that puncture perforation is, and I do the same on the back side. So the way these cards work is when they get sent to the lab, this piece is detached, and that's used by CDPH. So we don't want to detach it ahead of time. But when we're doing the testing, this long paper can be kind of cumbersome. So what I actually do is I will grab some paper clips and I fold it up just like this, so that while I'm working with my patient, I have the ability to set it down and prep before I start to apply blood to the card. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So today I didn't have paper clips in my desk, but I did have binder clips. You could use a regular paper clip just the same, but this way it keeps it nice and collected. So when I'm looking at my baby, it's not so big, especially if you're doing it, ideally we would be doing this while mom is holding, or, in an ideal world, maybe even breastfeeding. But if I was doing this in a bassinet, this makes it a little bit less cumbersome in that little bassinet. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. If this, forgive my doll, but we're borrowing my daughter's. If this was my patient, right, I'm going to pick whatever heel works best for me ergonomically. You all will have preferences, but what you want to do, and this doll is not a great example as she's not going to bend much, but what you want to do is put a few fingers, like my 3 fingers around her shin. I put 1 finger around the foot like that, and then I have my thumb wrap around the back of her leg.